Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to make this size small and size large solid color scrunchies. If you are interested in making the multicolored scrunchies, you can also check out my tutorial that I will link here and down in the description box. I'll walk you through how to make both of these super cute sizes. I won't waste too much time talking now, so let's go ahead and jump right in. Okay, for materials, you don't need too much for this project. You will need a 5.5mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors, a yarn needle to sew our end in, and a hair tie. This can be any regular hair tie that you have access to. It can be from the drugstore, from Amazon, from Walmart. This is just the base. You want something nice and stretchy that's not too tight. And then for yarn, this is a great stash busting project. You can use pretty much any yarn you would like. There's plenty of people that use chunky yarns or juicy couture yarns, the fuzzy chenille yarns, anything like that. Today I'm going to teach you all using weight 4 yarns. So I'm going to be using 2 different colors for the 2 different sizes. Both of them are Hobby Lobby I Love This yarn. This is in the shade pink, and this is the I Love This yarn metallic in the color white. Both of them are weight 4 yarns that suggest a 5.5mm crochet hook, and you'll only need one color for the tutorial for the solid scrunchies. So go ahead and grab whatever materials you need, whatever yarn you want to use, and we'll jump right in. To start off your scrunchies, you will do the same thing whether you're making the size small or the size large. I'll start off making the size small, and I'm going to use the metallic white yarn. You will start off by making a slip knot with your yarn. You can leave anywhere from a 2 to 4 inch tail. It does not need to be very long. We're going to end up crocheting over it, so you don't have to sew it in later. The way I like to start is by putting the hook through the hair tie first, let it sit on there like this, and then put your yarn on the hook. Then you're going to go ahead and pull through, do a quick slip knot, and that secures the yarn onto the hair tie. That way it's not going anywhere while you're working. And then as we work row 1, you're going to crochet over this tail. So you're going to be crocheting around both the hair tie and this piece of yarn. So what we're going to do is work 40 half double crochets loosely around this hair tie. What that's going to look like is you're going to yarn over, stick the hook through the hair tie, which is going under both the tail yarn and the hair tie. You're going to grab your yarn and pull up the loop so you have 3 loops on your hook, and then complete a normal half double crochet just like that. I'll demonstrate it one more time. You're going to yarn over, stick the hook through the hair tie, going under both the hair tie and the tail. Grab your yarn, pull up a loop. You'll have 3 loops on your hook, and then complete a normal half double crochet. Go ahead and continue to work those pretty loosely. Don't have super tight tension while you're doing this, and complete 40 half double crochets around this. I will meet up with you at the end of row 1. I have finished row 1. I did my 40 half double crochets around my hair tie, and I'm back at the beginning. The way you will end row 1 is by going through the top of the first half double crochet, grab your yarn and slip stitch through there to finish the round. Now we'll move on to round 2. Just like the round 1, round 2 is going to be exactly the same whether you're making the size small or the size large. So continue on with round 2 exactly the way I'm doing it. Go ahead and chain 2, and then you are going to place 3 double crochets in the same stitch where you just did that chain 2. And this chain 2 is not counting as a double crochet for this pattern. So go ahead and do 3 double crochets, right into that first stitch. And then what you're going to do is continue to work 3 double crochets in every single stitch all the way around. That is going to give us our nice ruffles, and this part is kind of customizable. If you want less ruffles, maybe do 2 double crochets. If you want thicker, tighter ruffles, you could do 4 or even 5 double crochets. But for what I'm making today, I'm just gonna go ahead and place 3 double crochets in each stitch. Go ahead and work your way around doing that, and I will meet you back at the end of round 2 to connect this. So I just finished my last set of 3 double crochets in the last stitch of round 2. We are going to go ahead and finish this size small scrunchie now. So go ahead and do a slip stitch right in the top of the first double crochet from that round. Go ahead and pull through, and then go ahead and yarn over, pull through one more time to complete that knot. Then you will go ahead and cut yourself a tail and pull through the rest of the way. To finish off, we are going to go ahead and sew this tail in. So grab your yarn needle and thread it. And we are just going to pass this through a few times, however you would like. I usually go down and out the back so that I'm crocheting, or sewing rather, on the wrong side of the work. And then I just like to work my way back and forth through these double crochets and go along the bottom of where they worked so it's nice and hidden. And then you can go as far down as you'd like with this. And if you want, you could even go back the other direction, really just to make sure that it's secure. All right, and then we will give this tail a little tug and trim it. And you can see that melted right in. And then you can find your original tail that you crocheted over. It's hiding down here. Give it a little bit of a tug just so it's not bunched up under there, but not too much. And then trim that close as well. And then there you have it. You can make your ruffles nice and pretty. Fix them up so they're more uniform. And you have yourself a size small scrunchie. Now, if you are planning on making a size large scrunchie, you can continue to watch from here, or you can skip ahead to the end of this video. All right, if you are working on a size large scrunchie, you should have completed rows 1 and 2 exactly the same as a size small. So if you jumped into the video here, go ahead and rewatch those 2 parts. Here we are finishing row 2. So what we're going to do is slip stitch to the top of that first double crochet that you did of that round. And then we are going to go ahead and do round 3 to make the scrunchie nice and large. You will chain 2 the same way you started the last row. And then instead of 3 double crochets in each, you're going to do 2 double crochets in each. So starting off with that first stitch where the chain 2 is coming from, place 2 double crochets in it. And then you're going to do that all the way around. And just like I had mentioned with the size small scrunchie when you were working on row 2, if you want to make this with more ruffles, with less ruffles, that is very customizable. You could do another row of 3 double crochet in each. You could do a row of 4 double crochet in each. Really mix and match to make the ruffles look like the way you want. But for me, I really like the shape and size of doing a row of 3 double crochet in each and then doing this row of 2 double crochet in each. So go ahead and work your way around, and I will meet you at the end of row 3. All right, I am at the end of row 3, so what I'm going to do is finish off the exact same way that we finished off with the size small scrunchie. I'm going to slip stitch into the top of the first double crochet from this round, and then do a slip knot to secure it. We can cut ourselves a tail, and we're going to sew this end in. Just grab your yarn needle and pass this through back and forth. I like to sew the tail in on the back side, or the wrong side, so to speak, of the scrunchie. And I'll just stick this through a few ways, and then along the back side of these stitches. Perfect. And then I'll go back through the other direction just to make it extra secure. All right, we can trim that tail, and then we can also find and trim our original starting tail that we had crocheted over. And there you have it. Now go ahead and make your ruffles uniform. This is the same method that I use when I make my ruffly hats or wavy bucket hats. This is how I make the ruffles lay the way that I would like. And there we have it, our size large scrunchie. Beautiful. I'm obsessed. Thank you so much everyone for watching this tutorial. I hope you had fun making this size large and size small scrunchie. They are super easy stash buster projects. They're so much fun to make, so much fun to wear. Half the time I end up wearing them on my wrist just as decoration because I love the way they look. They're so cute. Again, thank you for watching. Please, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more tutorials and content from me, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can know when I post new things. And then also drop in the comments below if you liked the scrunchie, what colors you've made it in, and if there's any other projects that you would be interested in me making tutorials for in the future. With that, have a great rest of your day. Bye.